Yo, my people, what's going on? What's going down? It's your boy. I'm back for a player ratings video. The player ratings video for the Newcastle debacle. Newcastle 1, Arsenal nil. And I thought I'll do the player ratings obviously the day after or the following day because I wanted to make sure I come through this player ratings with clarity and fairness and with a calm mind. So yeah, so here we are. Let me just quickly say also as well that of course, a day later, there's been a lot of sort of reaction in regards to everything that's happened, the goal, how we conceded, Mikel Arteta post-match, saying that the PGMOL is a disgrace and refereeing is a disgrace. And I'll be honest and I'll be real, I have to agree. And I'm sure a lot of just not just Arsenal fans, but everyone across the football sort of sphere has to agree that like these decision making protocols and all of these rules and all of these ways of coming up with these rules, like some of the excuses they've given for allowing the goal is nuts. Like there was two hands on Gabriel from Joe Linton, but we couldn't confirm whether it was a push. The ball was clearly outside. The ball was clearly out of play, but we couldn't confirm it from that angle. If you're seeing it from the angle you're seeing it and you're seeing it is out of play, how could you then justify that? It's mad. Like it's actually nuts. But anyways, we're here for the player ratings because I feel as though all of that to the side, the refereeing nonsense to the side and VAR and all of that, we still did not do nothing against Newcastle. And that's on you, Mikel. That is on you. That's on you and the players. That's not on the PGMOL, on the referee, on Howard Webb. Like the fact that you don't create chances, the fact that you have such a stiff lineup, such a stiff setup, the fact that you don't learn from your mistakes when I thought you was learning from your mistakes, like that is all on you and no one else. But yeah, let's get into it. So in goal, David Raya. Look, I, I'm gonna be real. Like the boy David is he's really starting to concern me in the sense that like that first goal, I think he should have done better. I think he should have done considerably better because it's like, why are you flapping like that? Like, what's going on here? You were supposed to be this assured guy, this assured keeper, calm presence, making sure that the simple things are done correctly, and you're not really doing it. He gets a 5 for me. And to be honest, I should be giving him a 4, but I think it was only that kind of moment that was like, yo, Raya, you're playing about here. Other than that, he was pretty much, normal and solid in a sense where we didn't really have too much trouble. So yeah, so he gets a 5 for me. Going into the defense, Tomayasu, Takahiro Tomayasu, obviously coming in for Zinchenko, which I believe was needed, which I believe was key to being able to hold up that physicality aspect of things and so forth. And I think he done well, Tomayasu. I don't think Tomayasu was one of our poorer players. I think he did the things that he needed to do. Defend, was less how can I say, he was less prominent when it came to the offensive side of things than what we've seen in recent weeks. But I think he was overall okay. And so he gets a 6 for me. Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel, I'm not gonna lie, like there were some suspect moments yesterday, even in regards to the goal that we conceded, because I'm thinking to myself, why would you defend like that? You could literally head the ball straight back onto where it's come from. Yeah. But and there's a Newcastle player behind you. So as a defender, there's a Newcastle player behind you. Why would you try to lower yourself and try to gain that boost to be able to head the ball behind you? Just head the ball to the side or head the ball straight back from the angle and direction that it came from. Like he gets a 5 for me because like I didn't really feel his level of. He just looked nervous, Gabriel. Like he didn't look assured. Anyway, 5 for me. William Saliba was the best player for me yesterday. William Saliba is gonna get a 7 for me because I think William Saliba is the one defensively that cut out a lot of things, stopped a lot of things, like ran his socks off and was also defending with verve. Like he was defending with skill. He'll be able to, he'll find himself in a situation in a mad situation, in a tight situation, under pressure by Newcastle players, but then he'll be able to squirm his way out of it and actually lay on a nice pass. So for that, he gets a 7. Unfortunately, of course, we conceded a goal. Nothing to do with him. Clean sheet gone, of course. Nothing to do with him. You can't blame him. 7 for me. Ben White. as I said previously in my reaction video, I think Mel White is completely off form. I'll be honest and I'll be real. Arsenal fans, let me know in the comments because I do feel as though Benny Blanco is off form. Like that on goal, like is unacceptable, bro. For you to score on goal like that, head the ball back onto your goal, unacceptable against West Ham Carabao Cup. It started our demise and our elimination from that competition. And to be honest with you, yesterday I didn't see that much different. He's just not connecting with Saka. That whole right hand side is off form, and just makes the. Don't get me wrong, he does still keep the simple things simple, but a lot of the times we need a fullback to do more. We need a fullback. Like a fullback's role is very important, bro. It can initiate things, it can unlock things, it can create width of space. It can do. Do you know what I mean? Like he gets a four for me. I'm number four. He gets a four for me. I'll be honest and I'll be real. Moving on to the midfield, bro. That midfield, bro. Midfield of Kai Havertz, Jorginho, and Declan Rice is not going to work. A midfield of Jorginho with anyone else, and I've realized before I actually thought it could work, but it just can't work. It just can't work. Maybe Jorginho and Party, because Party, with his extra level of athleticism and dynamism, maybe he can do it, but not with Dex. And then Mikel's trying to push Dex out into wider areas. I don't like seeing Declan Rice in wider areas. He has to be in that middle berth, like right there in the middle of everything, dictating everything. Kai Havertz, I'll be honest and I'll be real, ran around trying to huff and puff, but still, bro, shocking, bro. He gets a four for me. I don't care. I've lost all faith in Kai Havertz. I'm sorry, bro. And that foul that got him the yellow, it could have been worse, bro. It could have been a bad connection, a worse connection than where it was, and you could have seen man get sent off, and then that's it. Like 200 bags, 65 M's, and 0 goals, 1 assist or something like that. Yeah, one lonely goal from a penalty that literally the team literally gave to you, and nah, man, it's just not it. Like he's just not it. He's not cutting it. There's so many players where Mikel could have gone for, Arsenal could have gone for last summer, where they would have been having a higher output, more productivity than Kai Havertz, like Kudos, like Madison. Like these are cheaper options, and we went for Kai Havertz, bro. You give the player the benefit of the doubt. He's wearing your club colors and whatnots and all of these things. Yeah, cool. But after 11 games, 10, 11 games, or where it is, bro, like all he does is get the ball and pass and just take the pressure off him. He does not do anything else. He doesn't take a shot from far. He doesn't take a shot from close. He's not trying to win headers. When he is, he's trying to win the fight. He ain't trying to win the header. He's trying to win the duel, but he ain't trying to win the header. Like he's just, bro, four. Jorginho, four for me as well. I think Jorginho, to be honest with you, bro, I think Jorginho, listen, man, as captain, like, what's going on here? How are you our captain, starting cap? What? Like, what? Can't play on a half turn, passes the ball backwards and sideways more than a million times. I cannot believe it, bro. It's so frustrating. He just goes for safety first, safety first. This is why we can't create any chances. This is why we're stifled. This is why there is no creativity in the team, and it just looks like you want to turn off your fucking TV. Like you want to turn off your wherever you just want to turn off the game because you're thinking to yourself, bro, what is going on here? Like Jorginho is, bro, I'm telling you, this guy cannot be starting in the Premier League. We need to address that midfield again. Yeah. Get a Party replacement. If Party's going to go, then cool. But we need help for Declan Rice with a proper solid runner. Someone who's got power in the legs. Someone just like a Declan Rice, bro. A Chimeni of this world. A Douglas Costa of this world. Like, bro, it's a mad thing. Declan Rice, look, this is probably the poorest game I've seen him have for Arsenal at this point, till this point. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he was poor, but in terms of quality rating, I think this was probably the lowest. And I think he was working on the instructions because he's not in the middle where he's probably by this point gotten used to being in there. And Mikel's telling him to do the wide thing, telling him to calm down and make sure that we don't get overrun in counter attack and all of these things. Like, bro, it just kind of it affected his performance. It affected his overall game. And then the players around him, the midfield, not helping, it affected it as well. He's gonna get a 6 for me, Declan Rice. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's peak, bro. Gabriel Martinelli again. Like he was another player that I was looking at, and I was thinking to myself, why are you not taking on your man? Why are you not taking on your fullback? What is going on? He only started doing that literally when we were like in stoppage time or like in like the like the 86th minute. And I'm thinking to myself, what is going on with Gabriel Martinelli? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, you've played so sick up to this point, and now all of a sudden you come away to Newcastle and you drop your performance levels like this, and it doesn't even look like you wanna try to get those performance levels back. Like, that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable. He gets a 5 for me, Gabriel Martinelli. Should have actually got less, but I was keeping like that. I was not happy with Martinelli's performance. I'll be honest and I'll be real. I was looking at him and I was thinking to myself, he gets the ball on the byline and he want to pass it back into the midfield. He don't want to make runs into the midfield that we're so used to seeing him doing. He don't want to stretch the pitch by going wide. Like, what is this? Anyways, Eddie Nketiah, look, free, non-existent, zero productivity, zero output, and this is what it is. Like, you would see other content creators on YouTube talking about Eddie Nketiah. Today, it's all going to be negative because it has to be negative. Look, when he does great, fantastic. You've done great, good. But normally, it's against the lower sides, worse opposition, lower opposition. He can't do it at this level. Let it go, Arsenal fans. Oh, Eddie Nketiah, say something about the boy now. Let him play. I'm seeing Arsenal fans talking about. You see what I mean? After the Sheffield United hat trick, let him play. Well, he's played. He's played a full 90 against West Ham, 0. He's played a full 90 against Newcastle, 0. He's gonna go probably play another 90 against Seville and do 0 because the man not gonna. You understand? Maybe you'll get a 1 goal here and there because we're playing at home. But bro, if it was away, he wouldn't do nothing. Like, it's dead. Free Eddie Nketiah. Bukayo Saka. Look, Bukayo Saka. He's been found out in the sense where teams are just doubling up on him, and it is what it is, bro. And he's just not the same. He has to be able to find a way. Needs to be coached into it or something to find a way to be able to understand how to play when you are doubled up on. Yeah, you're going to call your fullback for help, or you're going to call your inside midfielder for help, or your striker for help in order for you to. You need to be able to receive the ball and do a 1-2, or try to create a run via one of your teammates that just takes a defender out of their position so you can exert yourself again. Because if this is not the case, it ain't happening, bro. And with this new style, this new control the game and and whoa that Mikel is trying to do this season. And to be honest with you, a few weeks back, I was fully behind it because I was thinking to myself, you know what? Yeah, because we need more control in games. Because I was thinking about the Bournemouth last season. I was thinking about West Ham last season. I was thinking about Southampton last season. I was like, we're gonna have, this is our way of fixing that particular situation, and then everything else should kind of sort itself out. But 11 games in, we're realizing that it's deeper than that. It's do you know what I mean? There's things going on, like this new style of play that Mikel wants to implement, this new control of play. It's affected Odegaard's playing. It's affected Bukayo Saka's playing style. Even Martinelli looks like it's affected. It's affected the whole offense, basically, put it that way. He's going to get a 5 for me, Bukayo Saka. I'm not going to lie. It's a 5 for me. No more than a 5. And yeah, man, look, subs that came on. Who came on? I don't even remember who came on. Let me see who came on. Of course, Zinchenko came on for Ben White, 73rd minute. Zinchenko, again, he's just been off form and he's not. Zinchenko, standard 5 for me. Leandro Trossard, poor when he's come on. Normally, he's so effective on the crosses and on the substitutions when he comes on. But on the crosses, he was poor. 3 crosses or whatever it was, couldn't go past the first man. Poor, he gets a 4 for me. Fabio Vieira, I mean, Mr. Lightweight. Look, bro, 4 for me as well. And then last but not least, Mikel Arteta, the manager. Look, he failed. He flopped again this season, this game. I'm not going to lie. I think he chose the wrong lineup. I think Kai Havertz needs to come out of the midfield. He needs to be. We need better legs in the midfield. You need to play him as a front player or a false 9. I think that midfield needs legs. It needs stability. If you're going to play like Jorginho, Declan Rice, El Neni, like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, please, like, talk to me. Mikel Arteta, 5 for me. I'm not going to lie. He gets a 5 for me, and we'll leave it at that. Overall, we're going to have to forget about this game as quickly as humanly possible. Move on. We've got some important games coming up. However, they're not like super hard games. You like to think that teams such as Luton, teams such as Wolves, do you know what I mean? Let's go over there and do the business. Go to these sides, do the business. Top the group in Champions League. We need to forget about this one. But I'll be honest and I'll be real. Mikel needs to have a long and hard sit down and think about what on earth he's trying to do with this team, because we are on the cusp of greatness, but then it also looks like we can be dragged back into the dark ages of banter and you know what I mean, with situations such as this, with performances such as this, and these results not going our way. Like, we can blame the refereeing decisions all day long. The We can blame the illegitimacy of that goal and all of these things, but did we create any chances? No, bro. 11 corners, 3 shots on target, 3 dead shots on target. Like, that's just poor, bro. And yeah, it just goes to show how important Odegaard is when he's firing on all cylinders, how important Thomas Partey is when he's firing on all cylinders. And yeah, man. And you know what, fam? Bring back Ramsdale for a Premier League game as well, because all of this, like, yeah, it's a lot going on right now with Raya as well, man. Like that whole that flippity flappity for the goal. The defense did not cover themselves in glory for that goal. Put it that way. Anyways, people, if you're new around here, drop a like. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Bucky's View. Let me know what you guys thought of the player ratings and the comments. Please engage with me on the comments, people. And yeah, share the video, like the video, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you lot for the pre-match against Seville. Peace. I'm out.